Sade party ye bia na yen so ya sade ene de wo se ye se ye bomoden na ye ba be sum o my Ghana wo kwan bia yen so esene fata se ye sum so na me fa so e de ama wakwaba e de aba TVSYZ election Powerlane jumedie aye de ba wakwam de be sum ene anopai midin e de enke Obrempong jumedie mi na me di ho chia me ne ye bo e de awuram e wo Parliament House and now say ye kwye mrase bedwam na enye enede nkwa ye kwhyase e de free 1992 wo bra ye Fourth Republic o my Ghana hyase aye de nya the 8th Parliament ewom asa now amene wo de ka say sen ana ye mrase bedwam kra aye efi 92 e bepem sabri ensem a esisi nei e wo Ghana mrase bedwam no ebi esi pen na ebi si yade na omo ye de fa ho a bepem sabri bibi biara eguso sene na etia niam eguso ekoso ebisa etikai na hyene so enkopem se 12 pm bebo ye ne ana edi sa adwumadi di abom numbers ewo screens ne so ubetimi de text message aba na yen so ya gebre na ya kenkan di ama wo bre kwa adwumadi eguso a ekoso nti ye ba behwem uba bete niam ase fi 92 eba be pim 2024 sene ye mra se bedwam nsem asese akopem abebedu menko ba bia ye dane ye ho aba ni aba be hye dwumadi na ase Timi mo akwa ba bio election Powerlane ana woni go so awo hwe aye na wodi sa dwumadi ye abomu no se de nam ye be break no me kan ye no me se na ye gina mrahye bedwam ene ye hwe sen na fi 1992 mrahye bedwam ene ye masifa akọ e de afa constituency sen kra na ye wo the year 1992 ebepim 96 2000 ehihye mu a ebepim the year 2024 ye wo mi na nsema ekoso ewo mrahye bedwam a me na wo kasa sisi the Speaker of Parliament Right Honorable Aban Suman Agbagben abomodia agene the Parliament House of Ghana indefinitely ye nim time kra wo mu betimi asan ababak enche bia ye bekọ ye screens ne so na yakwa hwe said the name sifate efi 92 ebepem 2024 sen ana ye mrahye bedwam ensem editie effort so Ghana's Parliament from 1992 to a year 2024 and year share ti ye be hwa na fei in the year 1992 constituencies and wo my Ghana mu ha constituencies wo my Ghana mu ha na ye 196 constituencies before asana 1992 ye kwakoto aba wo man mu nti NDC amanyoko ne ye to abawie no manya 149 seats na fe MPP amanyoko no so ebo modi enya 42 seats na PNC Dr. Hilary Man the party no sabre no eno so enya 5 seats na in the year 1992 MPP amanyoko no omo boycott parliament a omo nya 42 seats nya no wo man form ho ankom na hyebedwam na fe bibibiara wo ho no komatimi de omo ho atimi akwakoka ho ti MPP for 1992 omo anko parliament ye ma constitutional wo mo drafting is year no na MPP for ensa enim ye moving ye nko 1996 na fe ye hwe in the year 1996 my Ghana ebebenya 200 constituencies before ansana ye kwakto aba 1996 sabre no na the former late president Jerry John Rawlings na wo ye mampani wo my Ghana ye to aba 96 wie no na NDC ekuta 133 seats afi MPP enya 61 seats afi CPP nya 5 seats ana PNC enya 1 seat said ye wunhunu no screen so pepe ti ye koni afi ya hwe the year 2000 na ye go so a my Ghana ewo 200 constituencies ewo my Ghana mu a na ye to aba no wie na afi NDC enya 91 the year 2000 wo bra na president John Ejekum Kufuor no ginanim edema MPP amanyoko no obeye omampani ewo Ghana ha no NDC enya 91 seats MPP nya ebenya 99 seats a on the forming majority ewo ye mra sebedwem afa PNC nya 5 seats CPP enya 1 seat and the first time I enya independent candidate ɛwɔ mmarahyɛbadwam in this fourth republic ɛyɛ the year 2000 a yɛnya independent candidate ɛyɛ 4 seat ɛwɔ mmarahyɛbadwam a na saa pɛpɛpɛ na ɛteɛ yɛnkɔ na afei yɛnhwɛ the year 2004 wɔ bereko na ɛyɛ former president John Ejekum Kufuor ɔkɔ ne second round na afei wɔn ho deɛ wɔbɛsi fa kɔ yɛte ɔba no wie no na NDC ɛnya 94 seat NPP ɛnya 128 seat a ɔmo gu so ekura mu as majority ɛwɔ mmarahyɛbadwam afei CPP nya 3 seat na afei independent candidate no ɛbɛyɛ 1 seat pɛ the year 2024 a afei yɛn constituencies no bɛyɛ 230 constituencies saa time na ɔmo de constituencies no ɔmo afɔm bi aka ho a 30 ababɛka ho a ayɛ 230 constituencies ntina no so saa na ɛteɛ in the year 2004 na yɛn mmarahyɛbadwam saa na ɛteɛ yɛnkɔ na afei yɛnhwɛ the year 2008 sabre no and His Excellency the former late president John Evans Fifi Atamels a ogina mu de ma NDC amanyoko no obeye omampani wo oman Ghana in the year 2008 ni eguso a yɛwɔ 230 constituencies wo oman Ghana ha yeto abane wie na NDC enya 116 seats MPP enya 107 seats PNC enya 2 seats CPP enya 1 seat na fe independent candidates those time no almost so metimi enya 4 seats pepepa eno emma His Excellency the former late president John Evans Fifi Atamels ebeye omampani ewo man Ghana mu the year 2008 yenko 2012 the year 2012 na no so no yen constituency no a double up abedu 275 constituencies wo man Ghana mu ti egina so na ye de koto abawie ye no NDC enya 148 seats 148 seats saa time no na afei His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ana na ye Franka Tufuo edema NDC amanyoko na saa bere no wotimi wini ye na wode ebeye omampani NDC nya majority wo mmarahyɛbadwam omunya 148 seats afei MPP amanyoko no enya 122 seats CPP nya 1 seat PNC nya 1 seat independent candidate a ɛkɔ mmarahyɛbadwam in the year 2012 ɛyɛ 3 said ye unhu no wa pepepe yanto nkoso na afei yanko the year 2016 the year 2016 ɛyɛ MPP ɛne ɛyɛ NDC na ɛwano ma NDC enya 106 seats saa time no na His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ano ye Franka Tufuo de ma MPP amanyoko no afei na oba ba ye omampani wo Ghana mu ye tuwie no na NDC enya 106 seats na afei MPP enya 168 seats ewo mmarahyɛbadwam a omo form a big majority out of the 275 constituencies in the year 2020 na still Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and ye omampani wo man Ghana ha ekoto aba ye wie 275 constituencies no NDC enya 137 seats MPP nso ebenya 137 seats na fei womo ananka omo ti aban mu na omukuta majority 168 seats ye to abawie 2020 no na omo vote no omo seat ni so ate ababedu 137 a omo ne NDC fo nyina ebeye the same head ewo mmarahyɛbadwam a na fei yenhu dom kuma ni yenhu dom kase na before that election na eye independent candidate o win seat a ewo eye formina no one MPP no tin ho ekoye independent candidate a o Sunday win seat no formina ano de ba mmarahyɛbadwam nti wo bra na aprepre aba se ye momoden na ye pese ye hunu majority na ye hunu minority no na wo se independent candidate we otimi ye decider se obe join NDC na NDC etima majority na ana se ono obe join MPP baby a owo mu a ofiri mu kofa eye independent forms esan koya okowi ni ye no na omotuto mu na kyese osan ko ni diem ekoka MPP fo ho ama MPP seat ebenya 138 eno ansa na omutimi de form majority ewo mmarahyɛbadwam na afei womutimi de aye womo niam nyina ye hwɛ sabre yi se wutie mmarahyɛbadwam efriti na wɔtwe etwa mu ya watete bi se 4 parliamentary seats right honorable Aban Sumana Gbagben a wɔyɛ speaker of parliament we declare sa seat no and we pronounce no vacant enam say party de omo ba mmarahyɛbadwam no say ye MPP say ye NDC no oma free mu akwakofa accounting crop forms me independent forms say constituency no mu wo mu na no wo mo san akwakogina say mra sebedwafo na ya to aba ma omu nti right honorable Abansuma na gbagwen say eno egina mra so ana wode ginam no we declare ne vacant na before 2024 sense in the year 2020 former MP wobra wokofa independent forms na o MPP mu na ofri mu ekofa independent forms na ode kogina ye no omo Professor Michael Kwe ana sabe na otidwam se wono no ye speaker of parliament ebe ka kire wo man Ghana nyina se de akwakoye no amamra no ana eka wonye ono a na emom ekire se party de ne ba aban mu party de ne ba mra bedwam na oba begina wo se mra bedwani no se sei onye loyal to the party anymore wate ne ho every party ne ho onka ho bio enti no na amamra no hye ne kete in the year 2020 say a free sabre na wa fake independent forms no wa wode akọ se opese ogina kwanten kro no onka MPP amanyokuo no ho bio enti no esi ne ho kwan so betimi aba parliament so ye mra bedwani agese ne nkrofo no eto abama in the year 2020 ama MPP for budget so yeah kama edimom because that time no mo hu ni say we free party nim dia na onka mo ho eti sapepepe ana ubehwe 2024 yi ensemu a eguso ekoso sesia ewo mu no a eye the same amamra ye didi honorable Andrews for me na MP no eno bi na da ho no mo a enebra me na ode ka say wo hwe NDC na nka mo 137 seats to parliament nti Memphis Central honorable yawo aka kwachi aka wono so sabre wakwakọ pick independent forms di akose da bi obegina kwanten kro na afi wono so akọ no mato no so ababie wa Memphis Central di abamra se bedwam no speaker said da bi yi ono so di afrim na se bedwam ebi se the party de ne ba wa jom ho na afi MPP nso ni seat mienu a wokuta eno nso member of parliament mienu wo mabọ modern a pick independent forms ama se sabre womo nka MPP amanyokuo no hu bio enti ono nso wayi omadi na fe independent candidate no edentemu a oye decide de ma MPP ma omo beye majority no wono sise wasenya koka MPP amanyokuo no a wagina MPP anamu so omo nto abansan fama no ewo fomena na se akoba ne sanso de a no nso independent no fa so bae no wafirim akodwan ni party de a na no so esi ne ho kwa enti nipa 9 ba ko fi NDC mienu fi MPP na ba ko ye independent candidate ana sensem ya to ma speaker de be to abonten se de mra ne hye na se ne fata no ena ode to abonten wa kirem se sa seat 4 yi de enya de efiti sabre anka ekopim time a o man Ghana be to aba ayi mra se bedwa foforo ne ade no eni so mo ba mra se bedwam na afi o mutim be bibia eno ana ma ho kwan se okay se akoba ne se sa de a ene na NDC fo ewo eye kobak mame na NDC for yes ebenya 136 seats ewo mra sebedwam na fe MPP for seat no abeye 135 seats na fe eye nji wohwa vacant seat ana seat right honorable Abansuma na gbagwen declare no enegu ase ha no 4 seats a waye free mu mra sebedwam a eni se sa mra sebedwafo yi wo mo fa akwanya bi aso na fe womo etimi ekọ mrase bedwam wo breko a parliament atenase ti sabra me no dey ka say Thursday on the 17th of October bosumi ya mu no ana speaker tenase wo mrase bedwam ana hye ne kete se emra se de ekanie etifi na ekọ we declare sa seat no vacant mo ma parliament obi ho MPP for ebo anyoso se da bi omompene na die nti a wo mompene na etini nkrofo bebre adwene aden ne the same emra edimo in the year 2020 na no manfa nko court manfa nko supreme court manfa nko court bia na no mogitum na bibia course kama the same mra the same hyehyeye said the course no eno bi na asi ana agbangba ben honorable speaker abomoden ya de sa ensemi atudwa hyehyeye ne pepepe eti dey nti na afraid ye mompese mo bepre eti currently before ansa na enra right honorable speaker Abansuma na gbagben ebe agene the parliament house indefinite asabre yenim da ombeba bio no na NDC for seat ekita as majority in parliament. 136 seats. Afe MPP for ekuta 135 seats. Na fe 4 vacant seats ni de egu hɔ a eni se obia etina so. Eti yakoye ni ya share projected parliamentary composition after 2024. Way a wo no post a akoso afie in all the 275 constituencies afie o man Ghana ye beto aba wo mu no ana post different posts projections on my year ye to aba no wi a why na benya majority, why na benya minority, why na benya de eno ana sabre de ye no so ye do so a ye de ba modin aba na ye de aba kyerɛkyerɛw eti sa wo hwa post a ɛda so yi ɛkyerɛ sɛ ye beto 2024 abai na ye de awie no na NDC amanyoko no anya over 150 seats our parliament. MPP ebenya 105 our parliament. Now fey 4 seats there. Too close to call. Say be NDC ne be wini and I say MPP ne be wini. And no there I just said die beto be wini and ye be hu. Apart from that there figures ya that way obi biara nsen nso na onfen to na die beto be wini no one who say posts our the various posters aye edi afa ba ye kwakoto in the year 2024 ebetimi aye a true reflection of abaye beto eye afi 2024 mu anam ti yanto koso na afi ye hwe ne wo ho ha ana ye de san kirechemu yin na ebesi baabi aye fa wo free ye from 1992 said ye wo omanyi na ye niema sifate Ghana ye ne niema e wo mrahye bedwam nipa na e wo ho constituency na e wo ho 1992 96 eba ebedu 2024 say na niema esifa etie ana ye de aba ye de abomode aba beso se si amene o ka say de mrahye bedwam mene o ka say mrahye bedwam ho de enya de a ukwo ho a obi e ho speaker ni ho mrahye bedwam fo ni ho obi biara ni ho enti no ya agene speaker agene mrahye bedwa till further notice indefinite adjournment and akoso yeba ni ekwakohwe the year 2020 Professor Aaron Mike Okwe ano ye mrahye bedwam chiame ni nsem a oka ye edefa formina MP a no wo MPP mu a okọ ya okọ joining okofa independent forms yenko ni yenkonkwohwe na asem oka ne mra
this candidature with the office of the Electoral Commission to contest the next election as an independent candidate, it shows clearly that he is seeking or seeks to leave his party. This automatically triggers forfeiture of his party membership. You cannot have the desire to leave, take a step towards it by filing as an independent candidate and yet claim to be a member of the party. The step taken to contest against his party automatically triggers forfeiture of membership. Having forfeited the membership of the party on whose ticket he was elected to Parliament, the operative language of the Constitution is that he shall, which is mandatory, vacate his seat in Parliament. Going by a purposive interpretation of the present law, consultative actions on the part of the MP are important. To all intents and purposes, he is no longer a member of the party. He has pronounced himself publicly as an independent and has filed his papers to compete against the party and its official candidate as an independent on 7th December 2020. On that occasion, this current parliament will still be sitting and operating as an official parliament of the Republic of Ghana. We shall not have a situation adopted freely by any sitting MP where he or she will be campaigning openly against the party that he or she still represents in Parliament and yet ridiculously stands against the party. No purposive interpretation of law will allow such ridicule to prevail. Furthermore, after 7 December 2020, when Parliament is still in session till 7 January 2021, how does an MP operate both as an elected independent MP and at the same time an MPP MP if he should win the election? This lacuna of a ridiculous situation is not what is anticipated under the 1992 Constitution. In the circumstances, Parliament it is determined that the conduct of Honourable Andrew Amoako Asiama amounts to vacating his seat in Parliament. Accordingly, we bring this to the notice of the Electoral Commission for the necessary action to be taken in accordance with the law. Signed, the Speaker.
Right Honourable Professor Aaron Mike Okwe, 2020 na ono no Speaker of Parliament ana wote ne nka se obomode a chirechirem for me na MP ne sabre no na wakwakofa form se opese oye independent candidate na wakwako gina kwanten kro enu nti wayi ne ho afri MPP amanyoku a ede ne bam na sebedwam na enu nti wo se osi ne ho kwan se eni se otimi ba parliament na parliament activities e koso no otimi de ne ho eka ho bio yanko na afa yenkonko hwe Right Honourable Aban Sumana Gbagben, Speaker of Parliament, Sesi Amene o de ka say ono nso the declaration na oyeye say we declare 4 seats vacant e wo mrase bedwam yanko hwe mra.
Accordingly, I proceed to inform the House that by the notification of the polls, the following members of Parliament have by their actions vacated their seats in Parliament. The members are Honorable Peter Yao Kwache Aka, NDC MP for Amenfi Central in the Western Region, now referred to as an independent parliamentary candidate for the same constituency. 2. Honorable Andrew Amoako Asiama, independent member for Fomna constituency in Ashanti Region, now referred to as MPP parliamentary candidate for the constituency. 3. Honorable Kojo Asante, MPP MP for Suhum in the Eastern Region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. And finally, Honorable Cynthia Mamile Morrison, MPP MP for Agona West constituency in the Central Region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. These MPs cannot be allowed by law and my good self to continue to pretend to be representing people that they don't believe in and they don't have any loyalty for in this House any longer. The House is accordingly so informed. Honorable members, I thank you for your patience and attention.
Enti wutie Aban Usman Gbagben awono eye mrashebedwam chiame pani sede na okasa na ocheche mu na sede Professor Michael Kwe ohyehyɛ ne mra na sede amamra ne tie na okan in the year 2020 na enu abia so ana eye Right Honourable enso ebo modern agina so a ode declare sa city vacant ewo mrashebedwam say enam say omakwaye kwantenkro anoma fi kwantenkro mu akwakọ join the party bi nti no eno emra ne hye ne kete se memma sa 4 seat no mo bia emma mra hye bedwam biem kopem se ba bibia omde omani a kire no ombetimi asan enya nkonimdie na ediomo aba eye mra hye bedwam before ansa ne yebekọ ne akwakọ hwe eye now minority leader Afenyo Markins ni sembia okekan wo bereko a enra na parliament etenase na fe wo matie de yebekọ so no WhatsApp lines and a good screen so no 0556-999-999 wobetimi de wo message bi aba ye bejebre na ya kenkan de amawo e wo dwumadi so yenko ne yenko hwe eye Honorable Afenyo Markins ono minority leader de ma MPP amanyoku no ne nsem bi okekan ne nra na fe yenko hwe mra
Ghana men here asomdwe ye MPP for ye asomdwe Supreme Court akasa assembly nyina ehye speaker nsa ye ntumi ye ba ye nuanom abefa ye kwenwa sadia Ghana esum ye bono ye ntumi ni omo betu kontokwa sabi aya adwen ni nyansa na ye de kasa enye ntokwa enti no ye de asomdwe ene ba parliament ye de eko enti no ye kwaye office ye train opening kesi a ote ekwenwa so endra speaker omo de court ruling no ebe serve no Inti yenim so no so yembranim ni a waka wedi kebmami kebi echi ache. Inti yebɔ mpa yɛ sɛ ɔba ɔno bɛfrɛ yɛn waka sɛ lo ɛdɔm kuma de ɔmo yɛ no ɛnyɛ inti no ɔmo nsɔre ɛnyɛ na yɛdi etumi sɛbi sɛ ebe bi ɔbɛka sɛ ɔmo di agro inti yɛntumi ne ɔmo nkɔkɔ ntɔkwa yɛmba ɛhwɛ yɛn yɛwɔ fasifo ɛhwɛ yɛn Ghana fo ɔmo yɛ ɔmo adwuma ahemfo ɛhwɛ ɔmo nim MPP yɛbɔbrɛ wiase nyinaa ɛhwɛ sɛ MPP fo a ɔmo wɔ aban mu den na ɔmo bɛyɛ ɛsɛ yɛkyerɛ sɛ kafra yɛadwe mu dɔ ɛsɛ yɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛgye kabmami kabi tum sɛ Supreme Court akasa yi deɛ na obi anim sɛ no ana mbra no yɛn tema speaker kasa yɛ no yɛmfa ntɔkwa yɛpie di na ɛka sɛ yɛkɔkɔ yɛ asɛm yɛ court ɛno ne entetea yɛ mpanimfoɔ edikanfoɔ de tete yɛn nti no ɛyɛ ntɔkwa yɛkɔ yɛ office asomdwe mu yɛgye di sɛ speaker ba deɛ ɔbɛka bia no Ghana nyinaa bɛhu yɛdanse na mehyia
enti ɛyɛ minority leader de ma MPP amanyɔkuo no ɔnabɔ afɛnyɔ Markins ana wote sɛ wɔ kasa na afei ɔno ɛpa kyerɛ sɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ so wɔ asɛ ayi ɛyɛ mmarahyɛ badwam hɔ no ɛnyɛ adeɛ asɛ ne bo yɛ adwo so efisɛ mmerɛ a ɛyɛ dɔm kuma no ewura mu no na dɔm kɛseɛ no te baabi a ɔmo te nanso na ɔmo bɔ nyɔ so fisɛ na ɔmo si Supreme Court ɛde ruling bi aba wɔde nsɛm bi aba na ɛno so na ɛwɔ sɛ nka ɔmo ntumi nyina na nka NDC foɔ anka ɔmo nkɔ tena even though ɔmo kuta majority of parliament sisi anka ɔmo nkɔ tena dɔm kuma mu na nka MPP foɔ ɔmo so ntena ɛyɛ dɔm kɛseɛ nanso ama so saa ɛno ɛna ɛma ɔmo pie free ɛyɛ chamber hɔ sɛ daabi deɛ ɛkɔ so no ɔmo deɛ ɔmo mpɛ ntɔkwa wɔn mpɛ ne so ɔmo mpɛ ne no ɔmo twɛn deɛ speaker baba bɛka bio wɔbrɛ Supreme Court ruling no ɛde aba yɛn kɔ ahoma no so na yɛne ɛyɛ Mensa Thompson Asepa executive director nkɔtwetwe nkɔmɔ sabre yɛnya ne nteɛ sɛ ɛyɛ MPP amanyɔkuo no ɛyɛ Kwadwo Asante a ɔyɛ mmarahyɛ badwani ɛwɔ Suhum ɛsan asan n'akyi a ɛyɛ independent a wɔkɔ no wɔsi yɛnyɛ yie yɛn nkɔnkɔdi nkɔmɔ yɛn misa no ɛyɛ possible sɛ ɔba back a party ni betimi agye no mmerɛ mu no ɛbɛyɛ yana Mensa memo akɔba de ba election Powerlane so TVSYZ
yo meni amete boso
Mensa na mpom ti san
oh nyame adomode ate
ɛde nyankopɔn ase minim pa sɛ nansan efiti na wɔtwe atwam ni nsɛm a ɛkɔ so mmarahyɛ badwam ni nyinaa no minim pa sɛ wate bia na wahunu sɛ deɛ nneɛma si fa akɔ nsɛm asɛm esi 2020 na ɛyɛ speaker egyina so ɛde declare seat bi vacant ebi esi 2024 ama speaker gyina so ɛde declare seat ni vacant sabri MPP amanyɔkuo no so ɔmo nti ɔmo ho ase saa asɛm kyerɛ adwene ho kakra ma yɛn
yo meni amete ase ma me nkyia wɔ say for anopɛ and said issues by na me were the northern part of the country but I've been following for some time and debates have been very interesting. I mean especially for Yesiambra and Wamua your constitutional law and a very interesting times and it's a very important good exercise for the development and the strengthening of our laws and our legal and our constitutional jurisprudence. Now, I would say constitution is very, very, very interesting. What kind Article 97? Mamisha came free Article 94. Article 94 of the Constitution it provided for qualification of a member of Parliament. Adia Emma Ubikini Baye Emma Article 97 a tenure of members of Parliament. So we a time bang and them rebellion and I say Embremuno Ontimi Enfano and Costo and yet Masibigeni. And no, you can't Article 97 now. A tenure of member of Parliament. And a 94 year qualification of member of Parliament. Now, Constitution, a living document, it's all kind one provision. Now, see, my first provision, no, and no one may they call dead. You need to read the constitutional provisions together to be able to understand the true and proper intention of the framers of the Constitution. Because almost the Constitution, almost consultative or something degree, I know I say after almost share precedence and say my ST or my say the Gessie. When they say that day we a BSida, member of parliament be near friend they do winning or really no they do a member of parliament from the north. Now or contest a member of parliament on the ticket of the NDC. Or call myself because myself just and I'll say on the NDC for no and years maybe. And I sorry your friend cross carpeting or sorry free the NDC side. That's an NDC majority. Or sorry free the NDC side. And I'll call NPP for side. I will say the fee. That in speaker can say, winning a speaker the mind, then speaker the mind say. And that's possible say, member of parliament, who bet me a story from one side of the house, or say across the carpet to the other side of the house. Now, I am a member of parliament. Yes, sir. You are in violation of Article 97, specifically Clause G of Article 97. I will just read briefly Article 97, Clause G.
Every you know.
So, my mentor also. It's why what free my baby, and I say what cross the carpet to the other side, no, we need to go for a by election. If you may see here, four members of parliament, a candidate I say, a bar year better in 2024, no. On the ticket of another party. The constitution of all the political parties, no, both the NPP and NDC. Anytime any person, either a certain member of parliament or even a member of the party, decide to contest on the ticket of another party, that person ceases to be a member of the party. It automatically, those people under Article 97 Clause D have vacated their seat in parliament. They are no longer members of parliament, and they could not represent their seat in parliament again. So those seats are vacant. And now you say two members of parliament today, Yama Cynthia Morrison, and to whom MP no party for no any one could be in common. Emma to say almost say independent view.
No nanka mi baby sa say said ye womo atwe omo ho akọ independent na omo sen yaba back to a party nim no amremu no ana mra kwan so no acceptable omo betimi age omo back ana se enye yie na me ba o
party no there party no betimi age omo back but as to whether or not they can still come back to parliament as members of parliament, because there are only two mediums through which Obi Betima be a member of parliament. The kind said ya contested general election. Nani general elections in the constituency ni ato abamano any yet bako. The etosi step by election a certain member of parliament extreme and our resigning. Na sit to be big to take 3 months before any general election. Now, you conduct electoral commission are conducted by election. Not only contested by election, no matter any. The only way through which somebody can become a member of parliament is through an election. Once they vacated their seats under Article 97G, at that time, from now, they are no longer members of parliament. The only way they can go back to parliament as members of parliament is after an election. So the seats are vacant. Those people are no longer members of parliament, even if they decide not to go as independent candidates, they cannot go back to Parliament as members of Parliament because they are no longer members of Parliament recognized under the qualification of members of Parliament under Article 94. Party back. It is really the description of party. They say, oh, yeah, Muko independent. Party but as to come back to Parliament as members of Parliament, it will be a legal absurdity. It will be extremely absurd, sir. That's a mere rescinding of your decision, sir. Go independent. After your seat has been declared vacant, what's our back? Parliament. That is not how our constitution works. That is not true and proper intention of the framers of our constitution.
Okay, Mesa, another year na Mrasebedwem asetina na ebe koso no na NDC MPP na wo bia hwe nim se eye Mrasebedwem chiamepani Alban Suma na gbagbe ne beba betena se na nka waka sembi se wo ba be si subio se still NDC na majority se wo ba be si subio se Supreme Court ruling a fenyo marking ekokoje ye a ode beto so ankom se ma abangbagbe ma ni nsema waka ana we declare seat bi vacant no ma on to aso no na omususu se bi ankobeka ho bebi na so obetena ase ape ana ogina mamra so esen agene eye Parliament House indefinitely sade ye wuju se ne kwan so ano no aboa ana e wosen ko timi bia Supreme Court na fe still was sande to me say and this na majority na we na minority
yo menina unim say Speaker of Parliament sometimes Ayana and Kofobe Kasa. And I said, Mr. Members of the NPP, our radio show. Ayana more said, the Speaker of Parliament, you are Alban man about it. Or you're a lawyer of more than 30 years at the bar. Or you're almost years at the bar. We are talking, you know. Alban Babin has been in this parliament, your parliament, since the inception of the parliament. Yeah. We've been over 30 years in parliament. Yeah. It's a bad idea of parliament procedure. You're Alban Babin, or you're a master of parliamentary procedure, apart from being a lawyer. It's the experience and knowledge of the law, and his knowledge and experience with parliamentary procedure, Boma. What you get is somebody who has a proper perspective of what the law ought to be, how the law ought to be placed, and what needs to be done at what particular point in time. He recognized indeed. He had written his ruling, Anka Oberman ruling, Anka Ober making a declaration based on what has happened with the Supreme Court and what have you. But Parliament is national. He recognizes that even though they had a quorum under Article 104 to conduct business, they did not have a quorum to take decision in case a matter of a vote arises. So, per the Constitution, Parliament can never take any decision until more than half of the members of Parliament are present in the House and are taking part in the proceedings and are voting to take the decision. So he recognized that in the absence of more than half of members of Parliament giving him a quorum to take a decision, any declaration he made yesterday would have been null and void because Parliament lacked the quorum to take decisions. And that is why he decided to shelve whatever he was coming to say and suspend the House until the two factions can come together and Parliament can be fully represented to form a quorum to take a decision. Then he can come out with his ruling. So that is what happened yesterday. Speaker understand the procedure 100%. He knew what to do at what point in time, and that's exactly what he did. And so it is up to the two sides, especially the now minority side, who want government business to be done. Because women they were they need government business to be done. It is up to them to sit down and decide on what to do, because Emra, if the NPP members of parliament had sat down in the chamber, proceedings could have continued. Proceedings did not continue because they were absent. And I pay my sister, Apanyo Markin has given indications that they will be recalling the House. Per the Constitution, they have the capacity and they have the numbers to be able to write to the Speaker to recall the House. As to whether they will be able to reach the other side, because even if they recall the House and go and sit in the chamber with the Speaker, they will still not have a quorum to take a decision, and business will not continue, and Speaker will suspend the House against Senegal. So, as to how they are going to be able to reach out to the NDC side of the House to join them when they recall the House, when they decided to boycott the House yesterday, as to how they are able to convince the NDC MPs to join them when they recall the House, so that parliamentary business can go on, it's up to them.
Okay.
But that is the position of the law.
Okay. Cynthia Morrison, I go more west Masebedwani, and rap time why Masebedwa, Ekasa ya, Ubia, sorry, Equa, and actually, you will send for Nibi, and then Nam Abefu Tintin, so a year MPP, member of parliament, Bimo, a Fenyo market, Honorable Kerry, Yapo Munina, Oma Kambuma. Mama twitwa picture say maame na babak but anopo ya nso ababetom gomo west nkrofo afi ho a time maame na chi omo ne nam se dabi maame ne won kan ba bia ye se oba back to the MPP ususu se dey nti ana MPP for no person afedi omo ye bibia na nko omo twe saa womo member of parliament ya womo free omo ho akono eti meza ginaso na yenko meza ginaso mame yanko ne yanko hwa ne mra yanko hwa sai sam ne koso ne mra
ehu me osi yentumi ansit ntinko ebi akọ no office si me wo me yanko no office no so leadership edo hu me leader timkoi ekọ bebo yen hu komo na nkofofofo so ho ye bebo yen komo na ye poi ne ebe nti nkomo na ye bo mpo nkosi netika me ba na me nya course dey ma today and leadership from 60 million ma step down. No, if you initially found a joke, if you are serious, all over social media, they know the story in record. But then, I'm going to say, has it Sikasamna no trend, Wakojiska. But when you're required, it's my friend leader, maybe son. That's all, when you're a man, somebody, listen, when you be moved to crap or from the answer and one because a Bible to you with demo, you come my boy in our home, it's on whom be a story in the fee. Saying baby say, in fact, they are bringing my bassa, but then you be me okay. And baby the main see, Spassin be uncrow, and come my bombo and bone kissy into yet baby Amaka. Any Dana, me offended nomination pictures now, Zona Bayer was started there, will post to a war. And see me, baby, if it's me catch them supporters and there, one come to you. No time to be answers and ground. Goodness. Pictures, many honorable Afenimaki pictures, many honorable Kennedy pictures, many honorable Eugene pictures. Parliament, they don't share the title pictures. Since the pictures, since they didn't mean anything. I mean, when I mean that my brother, Brafo Supu or but maybe in Bia, make good measure and a bay in a more than so pictures that are. But ye and you insist a BBC, but we know near before dominion, Bia more than 5 people in our frame when you make the same as some. But on your side, I able to add the Akojiska and Yasan on your right. Now, maybe do shampoo no him, when you power Bogufia, Mrs. Samadrin, be a Mijana and Imagina. So I bend the Mrs. Samadrin poor. We were in your number when you meet Jumaha, we won't pay for what time meet you ha. We will make remember what time meet you. At least all the company won't come what I say. But in Parliament, you interpret chamber to not a master Samadrin. I mean, can she make one put a Muslim who from will be some so. May I show you be no wide story. Until you bring on a may fracture much and day, son and them not some no call. To me, may support us, we will go hamache much on. I see, I may show you be enough.
Okay, Mensa say utie ya honorable Cynthia Mamle Morrison our yemra sebedwani wo Gomwa West na oka MPP amanyoko no asabe de wakwakofa independent parliamentary forms a wakwako gina se kwantin kro wo Gomwa West na okasa na ose nra one ọbẹ fie kura no hu sẹ ọte sẹ nkọfọ frẹfrẹ no sẹ na wo sẹ wo ba back na wagya independent na akọ no ọsẹ nnura yi a na ne posters ne ne nneɛma nso yɛ ready a wɔn mo fimfam ɛnna na me ba back to me question sɛ osusu de nti ana ɔhwɛ ase sɛ MPP foɔ no wɔn mo ho ayire wɔn a anka wɔn susu sɛ wɔn ate wɔn kɔ no wɔn bɛ sɛ wɔn nyinaa anka wɔn twɛ wɔn back sisi yɛ.
You mean I think that anyway, more internal matter. Honestly, I do not know what to even make them pull the stance they pulled yesterday. But it goes a long way to let you know that they are not okay with what is happening, and it's really, really hitting them very hard. But the question arises as to how they got where they are today. Because you are Cynthia, your man is Cynthia Morrison, or give you indication it's all independent in your neck. And I'm aware of some court processes near Manson and action ever force near the other. You are to whom MP, or to call the master and Ra, you can declare the city of the country. You are not the best or more MPP WhatsApp platform and also. Who you miss this? It's a question of people to say, MPP for you, or more leadership, I'm or more yes, I deal with these members of parliament. Opening the every aspect of in parliament. So who are thinking for them? How are they thinking? So how can a political party be able to commit such blunder? But it also gives you an indication of the level of arrogance, disrespect for individuals, and the abuse of power and abuse of office that characterizes that President Akufo-Addo now being. And this can only happen under an arrogant leader who doesn't care about the people, who is not willing to bring people together, who is not willing to listen to the sentiments of aggrieved persons and find an amicable resolution, but ready at every point in time to tell people to go to hell. And that is exactly what has happened. In 2020, Omena NPR or co-independent. And there are also any problem power party or cast or co-independent. What did the President Akufo-Addo say? President Akufo-Addo himself went on a campaign platform and told him to go to hell and told people that they should vote against him. He cannot work with somebody like that who has decided to go independent. Instead of them to have gone to him and Georgia and find an amicable solution to the problem, they told him to go to hell. It is only after he won the election that he said, "Oh, crew, it's a come on, no, I was a now you never join your more a party." It has been the status quo of President leadership. So he has not only the double standard and unprincipled nature of NPP4, and I'm on one court in 2020 or more court in 2024. But in 2020, because they're a more comfortable majority in parliament, now the Ibafu Frimukra and affect your numbers, they still had the majority to be able to do business and to take decisions and to do the things they wanted to do. This time round even the removal of one person would move them from majority to minority. Anything I'm but it shows you how on principle these people are. It's just on principle that in one instance you are okay. In fact, you led the charge. What people should notice is that in 2020, NPP4 now party in a let the common speaker Michael Kwe say, Omena MP na independent, don't declare the significant. What the clear party no the official letter. In the day na ene party or no official letter come out speaker then say Obiako independent, don't declare the significant. And speaker because this is vacant of the medical Supreme Court. It shows you how on principle these people are.
Mensa, no pay you better was bebre say OJ bre now they say nchemi e bedo me election Powerlane Jumedi so TVSYG. Okay, into Mensa Thompson, executive director at the ASEPA, executive director at the ASEPA, and Obomodin de say nchemi e bo modern e bedo me sabidi e bedo modern na fe messages are abano yabomodin akan bi na fe won so ehu betimi de odi aba na fe yaje bremendo so ebeje ni akan de ama o say the MPP is just approbating and reprobating. They are a self-seeking organization Paul Kumasi Nodeba say Honorable Kwadwo Asante has rubbished any such rumor of him rescinding his decision to go independent. He says he's still the independent parliamentary candidate for whom he made this pronouncement on a sister station this morning from Paul Adega Kumasi. Okay, share the next message na fe yentwa Jumedi ni so. I say, mebacho into voice note to the yentimi embo ti abribia no monsha no so na fe monya no message emfema me. I say, I am ready for war if the MPP sabotage me. Cynthia Morrison Anna Waka sa in same way the actual say nya de ono or back to MPP bi as say okay. Ono ka say the process are ready or file ogomua wester or hwe nim so mo beto abama no say independent candidate ma MPP for no hanajo. Say please was Afenyo Markins a member of parliament when the same rule was applied to Esiama. He talks MPP thinks the nation Ghana is for them. Okay, the next message to us. I say Charles Amponsa Afenyo Markins do not go to court for the judge to stop speaker ruling, but rather interpretation. The judge will interpret in accordance to the constitution of the land, which no one is above the law, including the judge herself. So what is the chaos about? GBA of Ghana must wake up to defend the rule of law, and the Supreme Court must be careful and make sure that we continue to enjoy the peace in Ghana. Okay, the next message. I say, hi, Abuano Obewu na opre enti munyai MPP for asem. Okay, that's ana mudi aka ho na fe yetimi adi jumedi adi abom. Yankot next message. I say, my name is Michael from Kumasi Agogo. This shows that MPP will lose this election. GM will win massively. That's a sound so they were against Ababe Domayen. Yankot next message. Also, I say, hi, I am Honorable Dennis and I'm watching you live from Nigeria, Abuja. Honorable Dennis, Yadasi Bebre, say Wajebre na wo hwen and area. I say, TBSYZ, you are super. You taught me something this morning. OG from Cape Coast. Please, TBSYZ, after the show, can you send me all the topics from the 1992 to 2024? Okay, producer special. Na omabo modena womo aye edi amount. Yanko next message. So I say the MPP have clearly stated it to Ghanaians how incompetent and misled they are internally. Sham from Boga and also Eddie Way by I say MPP is going to lose this 2024 election. NDC all the way. I'm Kasim Ashia. Thank you. It's a message and yensa etimide kind of and the Obrempong. We see NDC all the way. Say the medical kind of voice note in there and ya dey beti me about until one more day no wa crowd message was summarizing the kama no wa bomode dey aba ne ajebre akenkan dey amount e wo dwumedie so ha ana ebre be makwan na enne so ye dey election Powerlane dwumedie ni nyina aba na we ye wo TV XYZ so na before ameko there be amese meka no wa hye ne nso me si gina pempa a wo obeye gina pen good decision a obeye dey ama ho no eno pe na betimi ama wa brabopa na enye watenka midin e de NK Obrempong ochina me ne obesan hia e wo election Powerlane dwumedie so makramo.
The 5 kg of rice